So we've got some tense battles to look forward to, and these are the archers who will be competing in the first of those quarterfinals, and it's an all-Chilean affair.
On target number 1, representing Chile, Andrés Aguilar. En el blanco número 2 y representando a Chile, on target number 2 and representing Chile, Ricardo Soto. Juez de línea de este match es line judge.
Sarah Preels, the Belgian international archer, joining me in the commentary box. And Sarah, it's been the women's recurve was a really absorbing competition. What do you foresee for this men's competition?
I hope that it's gonna be as many tight matches as we've seen in the women's category. That would be a great show to see.
Well, Chile, Colombia, Cuba, Ecuador, Mexico and the US Virgin Islands are in these finals, and they are the countries fighting it out for those 3 Olympic spots. Andres Aguilar of Chile up against Ricardo Soto then. And what a great first arrow that is.
Seven.
Soto disappointed by that. We'll run through the qualification permutations, of which there are many, as the afternoon unfolds in Monterrey. But at the moment, Aguilar looking in fine form.
8.
So a final 8, giving him 28. And that is enough to claim the first set.
It's a good start of the match.
And Soto, I think, will be very disappointed by that 22. So, obviously a huge difference in that first set. What do you think that difference was?
Probably stress or not reading the wind properly for Ricardo. He was at the last Olympics for Chile. I think, you know, he was only 16 back then and finished 9th, which, you know, is a great performance for a 16-year-old. So he's hoping to go to Tokyo, I think.
Well, before either of them can, they've got to qualify their country, and that's what this event is all about here in Monterrey. So Soto to shoot first in this second set as the trailing archer. And we saw in the women's quarterfinals there was a fair amount of inconsistency in the early sets as they adjusted to the conditions. But Soto
10.
looks like he's back on form.
Nine.
He was holding it for a long time, wasn't he?
He was, yes.
10.
But, you know, got the middle.
Nine.
Again, another long hold. Takes strength.
8, 8,
28. So Aguilar needs 10 just to draw this set.
8.
And so it's all square.
8.
2 points to 2. So a bit of a weak start then from Ricardo Soto, but he's now back on form. He's refocused.
Yeah, it's nice to see them all like talking to each other. You know, they're from the same country. They're, you know, not focused on their own own shooting. They're discussing
Resultado oficial
together.
disparada de la segunda serie, ambos arqueros de Chile con 2 puntos de set. Official result, both archers from Chile set point.
The actual qualification all hinges on some later matches featuring Colombian archers. We'll explain that to you when we get to it. But right now, let's focus on this third set of the first quarter-final in the men's recurve. And that's a 9.
9. 9. 9. 9. 9.
9's all round. Again, another long hold from Soto, and
Yes.
it gets him a 10.
10.
Sigh of relief there.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of strength and effort, doesn't it, to hold the bow back like that?
Yeah, it does, and he seems to be holding it pretty still for
9.
such a long
9.
draw.
Eight to draw, 9 or more to win the set and go ahead in the match. Oh,
Siete.
he's thrown it
7.
away. Who would have thought after his earlier shots?
It looked good, and as we can see, the flags are going left again, so probably the wind got in there.
We were discussing earlier, Sarah, about how the wind can affect things. It's not just affecting the arrow, is it? It's also sort of can buffet and move and shake the archer before he releases that arrow. But with a guy like Ricardo Soto, he's a big lad. It needs a strong wind to move him.
Andres Aguilar
Yeah.
from Chile, 4 set points. Ricardo Soto from Chile, 2 set points.
Well, in the women's, the majority of the match is going to 5 sets or a shoot-off. Indicative of the quality of the archers on display here.
Ocho. 8. 10.
And another
10.
great arrow from Aguilar.
Seis.
Now,
6.
Brazil, Canada and the USA already qualified from other events, already qualified to the Olympic Games in Tokyo.
9. 9.
So the nations here this afternoon trying to get there as well, trying to claim those 3 available places. Another 8 for Soto, 22, and the set is going to go to Aguilar, and that means the match does too. Finishes with an 8, and it's 6-2 and victory for Aguilar. Aguilar goes through to the semi-finals. You surprised by the manner of that that victory?
I am a bit, yes. On paper, I think people would have put Soto as the winner. You know, having had Olympic experience. But Aguilar was qualified as first, so I guess maybe more confident.
Just having a better tournament, I guess.
Yeah.
And that can happen, can't it? I mean, you must know that sometimes you just don't have the mojo. You don't feel like it.
Yeah, and he was very consistent in this match, you know.
So what are the things that can affect you, you know, going into a tournament? How do you prepare yourself, and what role does the coach play in helping you?
I think the coach has a very important role in, you know, getting you ready for a tournament. But with the pandemic still affecting us, I'm not sure they had the right preparation and the opportunities to be ready for this. So maybe that had a greater impact that we think.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that actually. What have archers been doing for the last year? I know you've been stuck at home, but how has it been possible to train? You know, I guess it's been different for different archers in different countries.
Well, it depends where you are in the world. For example, me over the past year, the training facilities have been open for 3 months. So, you know, you get a target at home and try to do the best you can at, you know, very close distances.
What, in your living room?
Yes. I'm shooting from the kitchen to the spare bedroom.